Hi guys, welcome to another tutorial today. Today we are going to go over textures, a rough amount of work of textures because you could go full on into it. So that's just getting your textures into Unity and then applying it into like this beautiful wall that we've made. And yeah, so what we're going to do is grab our textures. So I've got these. Then what we're going to do is just drop them into materials, like how we dropped the meshes into Unity. So it's the same way with textures. Then what you can do is you can go right click and then create, and then you can create new material. And what we like to do, so for an example, I'll just call it box diffuse or diff. And then what you do is you click on that. Now, if you come up to the top right corner here, you can see that you've got the inspector, which has just a main color, and then your base RGB, which is your red, green, blues. If you click on shader, now you can see you got all these different types of menus. A bump diffuse, so I'll just go through them as what I do know. In a bump diffuse, it's basically your normal diffuse or color map or whatever you want to call it, and a normal map with the main color again. Bumped specular is basically it's a main color with a specular color, but it's only a choosing like a color by a color pick. Specular, which is annoying, but it's still better than nothing. Then you get your shininess on how shiny the speck is. Then you get your base color again and normal map again. And then you've got your other ones like self-illumination, transparent if you want to bump diffuse, transparent. I wouldn't say I know all of these, so if you have any questions though, I could probably go and find out what each one do, or maybe not all of them, but some of them anyway. But for this one, we're just going to be using a bump diffuse. So now what we do, so we've selected our bump diffuse, so then we just get our diffuse or color. Okay, click on that. Then we're just going to left click on it, drag into its respective area, which is base RGB. And once that's done, we just do the same thing again with our normal map. Drop and drag into normal map, and for some reason Unity has this problem where it says it's not a proper normal map, even though it actually is, but it says this texture is not marked as a normal map. Then just hit fix now and it will fix it anyway. Now what we can do is we can get this now, because it's a material, we can just left click on it and then just place it on anywhere we want. But another way we can apply this so it gets all the meshes is if you go to your mesh and then you see your OBJ that you just made. You open this little sucker here, the little arrow, you click on that. This is what your actual OBJ is consisted of. So you got your PC Cube 1 tutorial and then PC Cube 1. Now if you click on the PC Cube 1, in this case it's PC Cube 1, you go to inspector again, then you got all the same thing as it had before. So we're just going to do the same thing again. So just go to materials, we're just going to get our diffuse, chuck it in there. And then you see there how I just made all the walls brickwork looking, and then we just do the same thing with the normal map, and then bam. And that's how to do that. Now if we just have a look around very slowly, you can see that all the walls are being covered. Oh, and even the other side as well. The cool thing is though is you can also create your own shaders, where if you go right click, create new shader over there. If you look on Google, you can probably make up a shader of your own self with how to make your own shader with a specular map where it's an actual, you can actually drop in a a Targa file or a PNG. But that, if you know how to code, then you probably know how to do that. And that's it. I will go over for today on how to use how to import materials in and how to in normal map scene and apply them to objects. So thank you very much and enjoy.